Okay, babe, whenever you're ready.
Welcome to Pillow Talk with
Yo,
Deborah.
you kill me with that voice every time.
Okay.
I forgot you was gonna put on that sultry, that XXX phone worker voice.
Yes, it's Blanche Devereaux time.
Oh, let
Hey,
me scream. I didn't even scream it. I'm bugging.
hey,
I didn't do that.
ladies.
Hey, how
How
you
you
doing,
doing?
Letta?
About to roll up.
Hey,
You know
Pooh.
me. I done finished my
Hmm?
cereal. I'm about to roll up.
Oh, I
I'm
got me a
tired.
nice drink.
I'm tired and everything. Working from home. Woo! Be so tired, girl. Oh.
Okay,
That's
we
But
need to
right.
share out. If we
nothing
can't
else
really,
is
we gotta
happening.
share so we can get somebody to
Oh.
so that we can get our people up in here because they know a lot of people don't know Toxic is live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Bridget.
Hi, Pooh.
Hey, Miss
Hey, Miss
Bridget.
Bridget. That's my boo, y'all. That's my boo.
Miss Bridget,
Yeah,
we ain't
Lord.
talking about nothing. No, we ain't talking about no bad stuff, Miss Bridget. So you can stay. Miss Bridget,
Yeah,
like,
it's
what
not
y'all
gonna be
talking about?
crazy.
She be like, what y'all talking about?
It's,
Mm-mm, I'm out.
right, because my
Hey,
friend
Krista.
did that live last week took her for a little
Mm-hmm.
loop.
She said, wait, what was that question?
So we not talking about that today. We it's gonna be a nice wholesome live.
Miss Hicks, how you
Okay.
doing, baby? Yes, I had my cereal. I'm good now.
Um, settings. You're gonna go. How you do it again? Let me
Huh?
see. Um, check the back chat for Miss April.
Oh, okay.
Check the back chat. Check the back chat because you can explain it to her better than I can.
Um.
Okay.
So Miss April, hit those. Let me get out the back chat. Hold on. So hit where it say more, and then where it say more at you. Oh, Blanche, what you hit again? Cause
Um.
ain't it stream info?
Yeah, it should say stream info.
Yeah. So once you hit more, then hit stream info, and you should be able to. So like it shows, it's Blanche is streaming to her page. You should be able to click that little pencil up at the top and you should be able to stream to your page.
Yes. Okay. I just made sure I shared out toxic a little bit, so if everybody else could just share
What
toxic or
she said hers don't say that. You should be able to stream because the button is on for y'all to stream it.
yeah, because I'm streaming.
It's the three dots and it should say not on YouTube. I think you gotta be on Facebook to do it. Where it say more and then the three dots, hit the three dots. I mean, yeah, more hit stream info. And click that little pencil up at the top, and then you can put your page in there. I think that's how she say you got to do it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just tagging a couple of love bugs on my page so that we can get our people in here because a
Yes.
lot of people don't follow toxic, so or either they haven't got the notification.
Miss Bridget said, yeah, because that snowball took me out. Miss Bridget, it took me out too. Because
I'm
I ain't know
so
nothing about it.
sorry.
Hey, Kay. Where's that Shalay? She's coming.
Who's
She's
that?
with her mom. This is Kay. She's with her
Hi,
mom.
Kay. Don't treat us like we lunch meat. Hi, Kay.
You know they
Like
be
we my baloney has a first name.
they be wanting to see just Shalay.
She coming, Pookie. She coming. But in the meantime, will you step in and say hello, everybody, Kay? You
Yeah.
miss us too. We miss you too. Nah, but she ain't coming, y'all. She coming. She coming.
Hey,
Just
Miss
give her
Crystal.
a little
Um,
while.
Michelle, yeah, you can. I mean, you ain't done nothing wrong, baby. It's okay if you stay and watch. Of course.
Who?
Michelle, she says it okay if I'm just a watcher. You are more than welcome, baby. Hit that follow,
Michelle, yes, honey.
hit that follow button and make sure you follow it as well. Y'all know
Yes.
what to do. Hit the reaction, share it out to your groups, not the messy groups, but share it out to some of your groups, some of your cousins, your neighbors. Share it out, little taste.
Right. A little bit of everybody.
Hey, Janika. Hey,
Hey,
God.
Janika. Let me see. I wanted to tag Miss Erica because she don't get a chance to come out that much, but I can't find
Where Miss
her
April go?
face.
I do miss you, ladies, but I got my fix of you freak on the freak
Who she
live.
got?
She said, but she got to get her fix off of the freak live. We'll be
Oh,
back.
okay.
I think next month. Hey, Butters, we come back next month.
Yeah, we come back next month, but we'll be back before then. We'll be in and out of these streets. And we'll
Yeah.
be back before then, guys. We miss you guys too.
Of
We
course.
really do. We
Mary said,
definitely
about
miss
time you
you
came
guys.
back. Oh, we
I
sorry,
know,
Miss
I know.
Mary. We be working. We be
Miss
working, and
Mary, and then I told you guys, summer is summering, and the streets has been, it's been good to get out a little bit and just enjoy outside. And I think that's for a lot of people. I think some people have to put the app down sometime and go out and touch grass.
Mhm.
Go out and touch the grass, go out and smell the good air and stuff like that. I think that's what, needs to happen.
You find it, Miss April? Miss April, did you find it?
I think so, Letta. I'm not sure. I think
Well,
I'm
I
streaming to
I'll
my
be able to tell
YouTube.
you in 1 second. Hold on. Let me see. Nope, it's still just saying Toxic University, YouTube, just Chalet, and then Blanche.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it should be there for her. I don't know why it's not coming
Yeah.
up, but it should
Hey,
definitely.
Maureen.
Hey, Maureen, how are you?
Hey, Miss Webb. Hey, y'all.
Hi, Miss Webb. Hi, guys. Okay, guys. So I'm so glad that you guys are coming in. As you guys are coming in, if you guys can. Oh, what happened, Maureen? Is she live now?
Look on Jack Frost. What'd she do? Jack Fat. I'm sorry.
Is she live now?
I know whoever called her job, they out of order.
Yeah, that's completely out of
Mm.
That's
order. But
just
we've been
to,
saying that since we first got on
yeah.
that. I think that
That's to the
people who do that
extreme.
stuff is just real low. Like people have to, take care of their kids. Like people have to feed their kids. Leave the beef on the app. If you're not gonna pop up and go physically,
Okay.
get at somebody, leave it on the app. Okay? Leave people alone. Stop that. That's just a little too much.
I know
It's
purple.
way too much. Yeah, that's
That
way too
is.
much for me. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I had to go.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, guys, because this is my child. Let her. Y'all hold me down while I just answer the phone for my baby. He coming home from
Okay.
work.
It's your first time. Marianne asks what the discussion. May I ask what the discussion is about? It's just called Pillow Talk, and it's with Blanche Devereaux, and it's the topic tonight is sleeping with the enemy.
Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. My baby coming home from work.
Okay.
He had to let me know he
Yeah,
was
that was
on his way.
weird. Anybody that sit up on this app and is that vested, not invested, that vested into a person's life on where they work, where they live, what they eat, what they shit. I mean, come
Especially somebody
on.
who hasn't shown it. Right. especially somebody who hasn't shown it. It'd be different if she was up here and she showed where she worked at, which is still mind your business. But it'd be different if she showed where she worked at. If she showed her personal life, the lady don't show none of her life. So
Yep.
it's all right. We talk about things that's put up here for everybody to know. If it
Yep.
wasn't put up there, it's not for you to know.
Yep.
That's
That
it.
was crazy.
That's
Um,
just it.
I was listening to that live. I was like, see, mm-mm, because at that point in time, guess what? When my job found out who did it, I would have been taking a road trip. It's on.
Right,
It's up and it's stuck. Like literally,
right.
it's up and it's stuck until my hands reach you. It's up.
Because you try, right. Because now
You
you're trying to
messing
make
with
a person lose
Yeah,
their
you messing
mind.
with my bread and butter. Like, no, that's what you don't do. I don't care how much a person say, "Oh, I got help, I got money, I got this." You don't play with nobody's bread and butter. You don't do that.
Right.
That's that woman's job. And whoever called
Hey,
her out
Shalay.
and said the stuff that they said is
Right.
ridiculous. Hey, Just Chalet. Hey, Sugar.
Because it wasn't okay when it was done to my friend, and I don't think that it's okay when it's done to anybody. Because it
Period.
wasn't okay when it was done to her neither. Um. Okay, guys. If you guys could tag some love bugs for us, tag some love bugs. We know that you guys didn't get our notification tonight, and we apologize for that. But we just wanted to come on and kick it with you guys, if
Hmm.
that's okay. So I hope everybody in the comments had a good day. Hey Butters, hey Michelle. I know Miss Letter said hi. I just want to say hi to everybody. Hey Billy. Hey, let me see. Hey Mina, hey Maureen. I think I said Maureen already. Just everybody, how are you ladies? And I hope that you ladies had an awesome day and you're getting out and you're touching grass at some point during the day.
Chalet, can you walk Miss April through on how to share the live to her page?
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's open, but I think maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Well, I know StreamYard. I don't know what is wrong. It doesn't even say more on my side, so I'm not sure
Uh
what,
oh.
No, it
because
was
it
like
won't
that
let
before
me.
too. I don't know why, because it
It
did that
won't.
last week to me in purple.
It won't let
Mm,
me log into my YouTube or Facebook. So I don't know.
Yeah, it
mm.
did that last week to me in purple, and then it let us go right in. I forgot what we had to do, but Shalay did something and it ended up letting us go through.
It's
She said she'll
okay.
check it out.
I'm
Um,
gonna do it
but
again.
yeah, y'all. So y'all just be careful if y'all ever go live on here and click that button. Make sure y'all ain't at y'all workplace because you never know who watching and got that much dang on time and their life is that miserable to call your job.
Right.
That's why my page private for the last 18 and a half years before I retired from that company that I was with. And you still
Right.
don't know where I was working.
Because let's be clear, I don't care. We don't care about where you live, where you work, where your
Mm-mm.
mammy live, where they work, where your kids. We don't care about none of that. We're gonna talk about whatever's on the app, and that's it. We don't care about all the extra stuff, and
Yeah, that
that's
was
just a little too much.
sad. That was out of line, like for real. And then
Just
I
too
seen
much.
that
Too much.
somebody in her comments, somebody was like, "Well, when you do something, it tends to come back, or it's karma or something." I'm like, that comment is obsolete. What if this lady lose her job?
They don't, because people don't care about none of that. They don't care.
Y'all
People
wrong.
don't care about none of that.
I mean, she might feel how she feel about me. I might feel how I feel about her. But at the end of the day, I gotta side with her and say, y'all, they was wrong. That was some effed up mess.
Crazy.
Hey,
I know.
Shalay.
Shanae.
Hey, Shalay.
I think she gonna help Miss April. Let me see. Butter said I have to go to the main on Facebook and then you can share. Oh, so okay. I think Miss April might be on her business. Miss April, is you on your business page?
I'm always on my business page when I tap in from Chalet stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
I think she up here and gonna help you out. Hey, Marcus.
hey, Marcus.
Hey,
Hey,
Mark,
boo, we
it's all
missed
right. It
you.
doesn't matter. That part is that part. I ain't really concerned about that,
You are
honestly.
Miss
All right, Miss
Marcus
Webb.
around here.
It's all right.
Right, Miss
Okay,
Webb. She said
guys.
Miss Webb said this is social media. It's messed up. That a person needs to get some help. Of course. Well, she said the job know who it is, and they got her information or whatever the case may be. But still, what if that job says, you know what? And I'm guessing it's a government job. But what if that job said? And
Hmm.
I know it's off topic, so I'm gonna let Blanche go ahead and do her
It's
thing.
okay. It's okay.
But what if her job say, even though they say, hey, take the rest of this week off? Okay, cool. But what if she go back to work on Monday and her boss say, you know what, this is a bit too much. We're gonna have to let you go. Or we're gonna have to ask you to step down.
Hey y'all.
Hey
Hey,
Sugar.
Bookie.
I'm
Then
sorry.
what?
I hate to just, butt in on that, but I don't really care about that situation at all. So I'm damn sure
It's
butting in.
okay, Bookie.
Hey y'all.
It's okay, Bookie.
It's okay.
Hi, Pooh.
I don't mean to be mean, but I mean nobody gave a fuck when it was me. So
And you
um
are correct.
Uh-oh.
You're correct.
hey Miss April, hey Purple, hey Licky, hey Miss Arletta, hey
Hey
Miss Bridget,
Sugar.
hey
Hi
Carrie, hey
again, Bookie.
Ty. I'm good. Hey Marcus, hey Butters, hey Miss Webb. My bad.
Right.
Miss
It's
April,
okay,
all
Boo.
the settings is set, so you should be able to do it. I think that since you don't normally share it out to your page, I think it might be another option than more, because you're only going to see more if you're on your like you are the admin on that page. So you're gonna have to ask like Blicky can tell you. It's just a little button you click right when you log in, and it'll say
Yeah, when I
stream to
click it,
yours.
yeah, it just say when you hit more, it's post comments, stream this to your audience. And once you hit stream this to your audience, you hit that and it shows you which audiences you have set up there, and then that's it.
Yeah, normally it used to do that. It didn't do that tonight. So, like I
Oh
said, I know what
no.
it normally does, but it didn't do that.
Oh, so you normally see
So,
it when you try to log in.
yeah, and then I have
Okay.
StreamYard that I use, but no, it
Right.
wasn't
Yeah.
like how it normally be over here. It wasn't. It didn't even do that. So that's what I'm saying. It didn't even give that option for YouTube or Facebook. So
Oh,
Blanche,
I'm not
Oh
tag
sure.
man.
Miss Kyla.
It doesn't really matter. I
Okay,
just
I tagged
shared
her
it
over. Let's see.
thank you,
from
Miss April.
Thank you,
Toxic to my
Pooh.
page.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, I share toxic a lot, and I share moms too. Okay, so yeah, we just trying to get some love bugs in here because we don't have no. We didn't send out a thing, and that was my fault because I should have told Shalay to send out a message, but I didn't. That was my fault. Um, yeah, we just she wasn't even planning on going live, but I was like, yeah, guys, let's go live tonight. Let's just have a little conversation.
Hey, Tina.
Um,
Hey
Hi
Tina.
Tina, you got your page, Tina. You was personally paged. Hey boo. I just wanted to
Who
talk
is
tonight
Kai?
about
Who is
who?
who?
Kai?
Miss Kyla.
KY? Oh, is that Miss? I know who that was. Trying to ask me about my adventures. Yeah, I know about that.
Oh,
Oh, Miss
that's on
Kyla, she
YouTube.
asked where I'm going on my trip. Yeah. And
Okay.
we're going to a Virgin Voyages cruise for 6 days with a group of travelers. It's 140 of us.
Right. Right. That's gonna be so dope. She going to
It's
throw it in the circle, Miss
140
Kyla.
people. You said
Huh?
140 people going on your cruise with you?
In the group, yeah, it's 70
Oh,
cabins.
wow.
She going to throw it in the circle.
Hey, now she gonna bust a split.
It
Period.
is
Okay.
adult only.
And it's adult only? I want to go on
Yeah,
the
it's
next
Virgin
excitement.
Voyages.
Ooh, that sounds
hmm
like a good time.
We
I
got
know,
three
right?
theme nights, two beach party themes while we are at two different stops ports. So we got beach themes for those days, and then we got three. There's 3 nights on board the ship that
Right?
are
Tina
Can we
said,
fit in
themed.
the luggage?
Tina said you going to get toe up from the flow up.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I already got my bar tab. Uh. We got
Hey,
$300 when we booked, and then I get some extra stuff for being an agent. I'm a gold knot mate with them, so I get a little extras when I book with them.
Amen.
oh,
Period.
I see so many people on YouTube that we did not get to talk to, guys. Hey, Krista, how are you,
Hey,
boo?
Smitty. What's up, Smitty? Long time. I hope all is well.
Right. Okay. I'm mouthful 304. I don't know who you are, but hello, beautiful. You gave us some roses. Hello. Mary Beth said about time you came back. Oh, yeah. We've been bullcrapping. We've been messing around.
Well,
We've been enjoying the sun and taking care of business.
just Shalay will be off restriction in I think 6 days, 7 days.
Ow.
Woohoo!
Party over here. We gonna party. We gonna take some
Yeah.
shots.
Okay,
Need
that
it.
ain't much longer.
I know, right? It felt like forever, but it was definitely a break that was
Oh,
needed.
even if it's a
It
Friday,
gave you a reason, friend. It gave you a reason.
look,
Right.
and
Ooh.
if it's a Friday, we going all night.
Period. I'm with it.
Oh shit.
I don't
Oh,
care
you
if it's
know,
a
I love an
Tuesday. I'm
all-nighter.
still with it.
Me
Right.
too. Me too. Me
We
too.
going all night. Well, y'all
I
know I
love an
got.
all-nighter.
Y'all know I
Wait,
got a word.
Smitty said consequences are a result um of
Yeah,
fork
yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. He said for fork people. He said it costs $0 to be kind, regardless of the person or circumstances. Anything else will carry consequences that will come when they may. Okay, Smitty. Hey, Smitty boo, we see you, boo. Ooh,
One
look at
thing
that,
for
Smitty.
sure, you gonna reap what you sow, or karma, whichever one you want to talk about. They gonna do the same thing. They coming back round
Mhm.
And it's gonna come around
every
to
time.
everybody, even those who call, even when you call people, when you try to find out, dox people addresses and put people house addresses and stuff up. When you call people job, all that stuff, we're gonna come back around.
Mhm.
To
All I'm gonna
anybody who has
say,
done it, nobody is exempt.
that's right. I move a certain way for a certain reason. That's
Mm.
all I'm gonna say.
But it don't even matter because when you move a certain way, even if these people want to come for you, they come for you.
They
Because
still come
like
to you.
check Chalet. Chalet wasn't even though she came on this app and yes she was recapping. She's not doing nothing that blasted Summer or nobody else is doing. She was recapping. But because she chose a certain side when she was recapping, that became the issue. You don't even have to be doing nothing. You can get up here and you can be a very positive person. We see Beauty is her name. All she doing is raising her family. Every other day they sending CPS to her house. And it's stuff that they're saying happened on camera that we all was watching. And they saying it happened on camera and nothing of the sort happened. So it just doesn't even matter how you move. People are grimy. And if you're a target, you're a target.
Very much true.
Oh well, that's true. That's true.
We just got to
Now
think
Yeah,
about how
people
people
gonna
many
be
grimy.
getting.
people. We got to think about how many people this has affected. That is just on this side of Facebook. That half of the time didn't ask for it to go that far. I mean, we got Shine, we got me, we got goddamn. I mean, like May do what she do, but I mean, half of the stuff that they was calling for her for Tati and them, like it doesn't matter. They gonna call when they want to call. If they hate and they don't like you, they gonna find a reason to do it. But don't get up there and say, I mean, oh, who cares and whoop 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 and act like it was irrelevant until it's you, and then it's like, well, now my kids is scared, now my kids is nervous. You can't do that when you was talking crap about the next person kids being nervous. Like,
I
Mm.
just hope that we just that this is a thing that we just leave it on the app. Cause I promise, when I get off this app, I ain't got time to think about none of these hoes.
Nope.
Like I got so much going on in my personal life that I ain't got time. So just to know that
How?
people sitting back and they got
Yeah.
this much time to be calling around and searching around to try to find out who this
oh, so
is
did
and
they
who
have
your
to?
baby daddy and
They
who
did
this.
some work. They were searching for this information. I didn't
Yeah, it's
follow the story all
crazy.
the way.
And it's
Mhm.
kind of scary. It's kind of like it's kind of creepy because just like they can call a job, they can search where you live at or whatever else where you work at and come actually be sitting outside. And you gotta either protect yourself and do somebody harm to somebody to protect yourself, or either be caught lacking and somebody try to hurt you. Like it's kind of weird. Like and it's real weird. Like that's why I keep telling people need to get on the app and go touch some grass.
How you
Cause
got that
it,
much energy for somebody that's not feeding, fucking, or financing shit in your life?
right, right,
I mean,
right.
I'm just it's ludicrous. Like I don't even want to know what your mama's name is. So how in the world I'm discovering your address? Go to what the
Mhm.
hell?
Okay.
That shit is just crazy. It really it's just crazy that anybody even cares about that type of stuff to me. It's
I
just
And the
agree.
only
But too
reason
much
I really want the 304, only reason I'm gonna be googling the 304 is if I'm really coming to punch you in your mouth, like I promised.
yeah.
Other than that, I don't want your address.
Mm-mm.
Right.
but wait a
Yeah.
minute. Don't go ever go to them. You know the rule. Make sure
Oh
they
yeah,
come to
I know
you.
that.
Don't ever go there.
I know that, but they'll know. But when I go, that mean I'm on my Amy Fisher.
Mm.
Oh,
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Miss Bridget said, well, it's the Amazon wish list. It don't tell your address, but it tells the city and state. Somebody put up an Amazon wish list?
What?
She was
Oh
doing
Lord.
the back to school thing. What she was saying in her live, I think it was for like a back to school thing, and it was going well. And she said, she was at work when she was talking about it. Guess somebody must have heard the people in her background. She said because they only contacted two places, and both of them are government places,
Mm.
and one of them was wrong and one was right. I'm guessing.
Mm.
Mm.
And it's just that's you got too
Wow.
much time on your hand. You got too much time on your hand. I'm sorry,
That
I'm gonna
part.
say it. That's too much time on your hand. Get a book.
Whoever it was, that's just too much.
Get the Bible. Hell, you
Hey,
don't do
Geraldine.
something. Clean up your house. Do something. But doxing people address and all of that C capping mess, man, y'all out of order. You C cap me, read all of it.
Yeah, it's kind
Mm.
of weird. It's not even kind of weird. It's very weird. Mm.
that's
So
that is. That's too much time.
yeah, it really is. I don't
Right,
know.
Miss Webb, get a job. That part. Becky
Right.
said my kids are grown and I'm retired and they can't hurt me gratefully. That would be impossible at this point. That's true.
Mm. Hello, Butters. Hello. Call who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Period.
'Cause I work for me, baby. Call who you need to call. You talk to the
So you put
manager.
in there? Mm-hmm.
Might get Felicia, might get Brown Sugar Bear. I don't know who you gonna get, but I give you somebody.
I
Okay.
don't know, Miss Bridget. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not for sure. But when I was listening to the live, she said the person called two government places. One of them was wrong, so I'm taking it that the other one was right. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on it. Hey, talk sex with Lex.
Hey, Niecy Pooh.
Hey, so sex relax.
Okay, Sheila. But yeah, so I don't know. Go back and I think the live is still up on YouTube. Just go back and check it out. But
So sex relax. We miss you.
I know, right? Didn't I say something about her last week?
We all said something about you. It's been a minute, honey,
Hmm.
and we miss you. And don't be going MIA on that, like on us like that. Cause like, come on, don't be
Hold
doing
up,
that.
wait a
Don't
minute.
be
My
deleting
niece
out.
been working. Hold up, my niece been working on the next level in her degree process. Now, hold up, wait a minute.
Okay,
She
wait,
been working,
hold
working.
on. OG, you know I love
She
you, but I'm gonna
specializing.
hold
Uh-uh,
OG. That you know
uh-uh.
I love you, but I'm gonna need you to stay out of it because we family went talk sex will talk sex with Lex now too. We hug little
No,
cousins.
no, no, no.
I don't
That's
know.
my
I may be
niece, and
older
Right.
she
than her.
work on
Am
her
I? I may
degree.
be older than her. Am I older than her? I may be older. I may be a big cousin. I'm not sure if I'm a little cousin or big cousin because I think I may be
You
older than
older
Lex.
than her. You older
Yes,
than
I'm your
Lex.
big cousin. I'm your big cousin,
But
and we want to support
Lex
you
been working.
on
Wait,
your.
hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
We
Hey,
want to support you
President.
on your journey too, on to your degree. We want to, encourage you. But stop. You can say hi. every once in a while because we be missing you, girly.
We do.
Mm-mm.
I was like, get your
Niece, keep
sexy
doing
ass
you,
up
boo. Get
here.
that money.
Hi, Miss Gwendolyn. How are you?
You would be very interested in what she doing, Blicky.
I'm sure I am because you know Lex is a vibe, so I'm very sure that I am because that's my bookie. That's
You
my
know
bookie,
what?
but
Yeah, I meant to message. I meant to text you about your comment on my post too. I was like, I can't
oh
stand
yeah,
her.
it's okay. I thought you wanted to be nailed to the cross. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into this a little bit more, right, guys? And we're just gonna start having a conversation. How many of you can say that you have slept with the enemy? Like you may not have known that you were sleeping with the enemy, but come to find out, maybe things have been uncovered and your mate, whether it be male or female, no judgment here. We love over here. And
That's right.
may have been a hater, you know? How many
Mhm.
of you can say that you've been through that situation? What about you ladies on the panel?
Well, we all know that Brown Sugar Bear is my only monogamous relationship in my entire
Uh-huh.
life. I'm 47 years old, so I've never had that type of issue like where I was sleeping with the enemy because it was never that serious. So,
Uh-huh.
however, Brown Sugar Bear, he cheated on me. I've talked openly about that. We dealt with the
Yes.
infidelity
Mm-hmm.
early in our marriage. So, it's there was a season of our marriage after finding that out that he was the enemy. You know what I'm saying? That was just
Yes.
all there was
Uh-huh.
to it. So,
Mm-hmm.
that really hurt you because sometimes you expect certain stuff of certain people, right? But then certain people move certain ways, you don't see it coming,
Right.
and you be like, how we even got to that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
of all the options, this is where we are. So I think
Right.
there's a lot of that goes on when you realize that, they the enemy. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes fences are mended and wars are ended, because enemies come to a peace treaty. So you have to decide if you want to do that or not. But that's the only like sleeping with the enemy type experience I have because I was never in a committed relationship, monogamous
Okay.
committed relationship outside
Mm-hmm.
of my husband.
I love that you and him talk about that so openly, the infidelity, so openly, because it lets other couples know that it can work, but only if he's willing to make it work.
Well,
That
and
it
you
can.
both
It
have
does.
to be willing.
Yes, yes. I but see.
There's a
Butter
lot of
said, "I'm sorry, Mama. Go ahead. It's a little delay. You can say, baby.
oh, I'm sorry.
It's
There's a
okay. What you
lot
said?
of it's a lot of work that go from
Uh huh.
both sides, right? Because the truth is there is always now it may not be my fault. Like there's nothing I could have done to have changed the choices he made.
Mhm.
But what was it that triggered that? Why did you do that? What behavior? There's a lot that goes into it. So you got to be willing to have the thing is you have to be willing to talk about those things that make both of you uncomfortable. You have to be willing to do that. So you can heal from anything if you can talk about it.
Exactly. I also wanted to just quickly tell everybody to remember that it's an open panel, so you guys can come up and discuss it if it's too much to check to type because I know that typing sometimes can be a little bit if it's a lot that you gotta say. You can come up and you can feel free to sit with us and just join us for this conversation. Um, Butter said, Geraldine, I see you said pick me, pick me. No, I didn't. Geraldine, do you want to come up and discuss it? Because you said pick me, boo. You can come up if you want. Butter said, well, I'm on the couch for some reason, but I'm going through it now. Butter, tell me about it, honey. I think we may be in the same situation. That SOB told me to hurry up and, ooh,
Yeah.
DIE. Yeah. And worse, after a great night, I'm done. Oh no, Butters. So, Butters, what are you gonna like? Well, like, what are you gonna do? Like, is it like how is it? Are you guys sharing a marital home? Like, how does that work now that you guys have to be in the house with somebody who told you to, the to unalive yourself. You know what I'm saying? Billy said I found out I was seeing a stalker. Billy, how did you find out that?
They were
How
stalking
did
her
you find
ass.
out? I would guess so, right? That was a dumb question that I asked, right? Well, y'all know I'm a teacher, and ain't no we tell us students, ain't no question dumb. Just ask them. Oh Lord,
I'm sorry,
but
I'm being funny.
no, be funny, Paul. Butter said he can't drink responsibly.
Ah, that's the
Um,
problem. Well, I'm
yeah,
gonna
that can
tell
be a
you what.
huge issue.
If someone has an addiction, it's like anything else. You know what I'm saying? It controls them, like any other mental health issue controls that person if they don't get proper guidance, medication, or whatever the need may be. So,
Yes,
based on the mental issue, so that's really tough, and it's really a tough place. But I will tell you this, Butters, and I stand by this 100%. If you are being made feel like you just aren't worthy and you aren't enough, it's time to check out. You can't help them no more because now they hurting you.
That's
So
right.
you got to check out for right now. Even if you can mend it later, you leaving could be the wake up call that he needs to turn around, right? But
hmm
regardless, he's got to want it and he has to fix that because there's an action he's doing that he has to stop or control. So
yes,
you have to make the choice to love you, period,
I
above
definitely
all of that.
agree. I think OG got the
And
best advice because she been married for so long and she lived a life before she got married. She lived a very adventurous life, as I would say. So I think that OG is like I love speaking to her and just to see her and BSB in a room. And for those of you who don't know, BSB means brown sugar bear. That's her name for him. But we tend to call him Mr. Bear, right? So just seeing her and Mr. Bear in a room and how they interact with each other, and to see my friend in all of her craziness, and he just in the back, like eyes glistening, like that's all mine. Yeah, that's mine. Right? It's a wonderful thing just knowing, what they had came from and how they build, and seeing all the kids and all the grandkids. Like it's a good thing watching Miss April and Mr. Bear interact. It makes
oh,
you believe in love again. Even if you like, it makes you believe in it. It can happen.
listen, love is not easy. People like to have this fairy tale around it, but the truth is, if you're not committed, dedicated, and consistent, your marriage will fail every
Uh huh.
time. No ifs, ands, or buts, and it has to be from both people. Now, there are times when the ebb and flow may work a little different. One's doing a little more than the other, or whatever. But if both aren't giving those things, it's a job. It is. You choose marriage. Marriage is a choice you make every day.
hmm
Love is an action word. So that means it's something you choose every day to do. And that's what you have, just like somebody lies and is out here, doing whatever they want to do, just doing all this extra stuff. Why adults lie, I'll never understand it. You is grown, boo. Stop lying. Just stop that one
Right.
thing.
Right.
But
Right.
anyway, so I get off on a tangent about that. But you have to be able to just be yourself, be authentic, and work. Those are the keys. I mean, it's not easy. It ain't always fun. It ain't some seasons. Marriages go through seasons. Where sometimes I can't stand the smell of his good cologne, much less the dirty drawers. I mean, that's just the facts of the situation, and vice versa. He probably can't stand to smell my hair on the pillow. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
it be like that sometimes, baby. You go
I'm gonna
through it.
say, I had a conversation with a very smart man, right? A very smart big guy. and he told me that you have to see somebody in all seasons. Like, I want to see you when you're mad at me. I want to see how you.
Mm.
And at first, I used to be like, "What, you want to make me physically mad at you?" But no, I get it, because some people, when they are upset with their mate, they forget that love is an action word.
Mm.
They forget that you still have to, even if you're mad at that person, you still have to show love to that person. Just because I'm upset with you doesn't mean I'm not gonna come in and I'm not gonna cook today if that's my regular thing. I'm still gonna come in and cook. You may have to make your plate that night. I may not. It's done. Here you go. Yeah, food is done. Go make your plate. You may know I'm a little mad because I may not have brought you that plate tonight because I don't want to shove it in your face. So I may say, "Hey, babe, food is done." But you still have to encourage your mate. You still have to love on your mate. You still have to just do the same things that you would do if you, as if it was a regular day, even when you mad. But I think that some people are so selfish that they can't take themselves out of their feelings enough to be present with another person. And I also feel like social media plays a big part in that, because I'm from an era where
Mm.
you wanted to meet someone, you got dressed, you went outside, you went to the club, you went to the bar, you went to the lounge. You may even went grocery shopping, because you meet a lot of people when they're grocery shopping too. But
Mm.
you had to physically be outside. But now you have everybody online with their boobs, their behind. And I think that a lot of people, even men, all the men are up there with no drawers and the gray sweatpants swinging, like was readily available. And a lot of people are feeling like they don't have to work for nothing no more, because if this don't work, I can go to Joe Smo, who up here in them gray sweatpants and no drawers, and he's showing that he got what I need. But remember, while he's showing you that he got what he need, he also showing how many other female followers, and possibly some men too, that he got
Mm.
what they need too.
Yeah,
So you may
that's
need to work on what you got. But a lot of people are not watering their grass because they're seeing the other grass and thinking that it's so much greener.
yep, that part. Some of them sitting right there with the nozzle in their hand and just won't turn it on.
Right,
They
exactly.
just don't want to. And I feel like, and that's I feel like when a relationship breakup, it's a choice that one person usually initiates, but you have to, at some point, both of you have to come to terms with it being over. If that's what you decide to do, that's a whole
And
nother
right.
another shift or season. Once well, how do you deal with these things once you find out when you sleeping with the enemy? Okay, I know what I did. Like I done told, and I done shared it 100 times. Listen, Brown Sugar Bear rolled over with me sitting up in our bed with a butcher right beside me. And I was saying,
Hmm.
he asked me what you thinking. I said, trying everything in my soul not to cut your throat while you sleeping.
Right. Okay. And that's a real hard thing, like, to actually come to terms and to give up. And don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
some things are worth fighting over, but some things aren't. Like, sometimes you fight and sometimes you battle with other women, and it's like, oh, I won. And then when you realize a couple of years down, it's like, did I really win, or am I just the one who stayed? You know what I'm saying? Am I just the
Mm.
one who stayed? Like, and what did I really win? Was it a prize, or did I win a headache? Did I fight all these years for a headache? And now I got a mama's boy who don't know how to pay bills, don't wanna don't can't fix nothing in my damn house. Can't,
Mm.
like, you looking at me when the bills come scratching your head like, oh, you go, that's crazy. Huh? Like, so,
Wow.
like, yeah, sometimes that's when you really be like, all right, now I'm over it. I'm done. Um, the the coochie thing is closed. It's sold up. You can't get none of that. You can't get no loving, and you'll be surprised if you even get a meal out of me, honey. I bought a lot of ramen this month. You can go in there and make you a ramen. Like,
Mm.
that's when like, it's over. When I stop doing those, because I like to take care. I'm a nurturer. I'm one of those people. I'm a old school. I'm a young woman because I ain't that old now, even though they call me an auntie. I'm a lover. I'm a old school woman at heart, and my way of showing you love is to take care of you. You coming in and it's a hot meal on the stove. Just certain things. And once I stop doing those things, honey, it is a wrap. It's time for you to go.
Baby don't know what to do. I'd be so mad you stop cooking for me. I ain't lying. I might act right. Cause you be
Honey,
throwing Dion over here.
okay, let me tell you, and then you looking like you got an attitude like, oh, you ain't coming, you ain't cook. Well, when the last time you paid a bill, Shorty? When the last time you paid a bill? Hey, hey.
Well, hey baby, listen. One thing I tell you though, and I have always, and I tell my daughters the same thing. And I've raised them that way when they was dating. Listen, if you got to tell a man or ask a man to do what a man ought to do, he wasn't raised right, so he don't know. So either you're gonna have to be patient enough to tell him and train him, or you're gonna have to just find somebody else. Now, my advice is just to find somebody else, because listen, you can't teach a grown man nothing.
Right.
So, that's my advice. But they would do what they want to, but they've made great choices thus far. But
That's right.
you have to you have to be you got to know what you're going to put up with and what you're not, and you have to stand on that, no matter if you're going to be by yourself. I think sometimes people be scared to be by
Hmm.
themselves, you know. But if you can't love you and be comfortable when you by yourself, you really aren't ready for another person in your space.
You know what?
And that's the truth.
After years of being by myself and going through I mean, oh, excuse me, after years of being in a relationship and going through a transition as to where I'm finding out like maybe this isn't, necessarily what I want. I'm not afraid to be by myself. I actually love my alone time. I'm afraid to be in another relationship where I'm wasting my time.
Right.
That's
So
what I'm
next
afraid
time
of.
you're going to be more mindful of what you tolerate, right?
Right,
Because now
right.
you know the signs. You are now, and you're older, you're more mature. So
Mhm.
now you look at things different too than you
Right.
did, say, think 5 years ago. You
Mhm.
don't even got to go back far. 5 years ago, from
Mhm.
right now today, how your mind worked, how you thought, how you was moving. Now you might have been doing a lot of things right, but there was still some things that even now you like. Ain't no way I would get involved in that now.
Yes.
Ain't no
Yes.
way. That's not how I feel. What was I thinking? Why did I even do that? What happened?
Yes.
Why was I
Yes.
friends with this person? Or why did I even get, you go through those things that you change. So even for you, even though that it's really sad, right? Because when a relationship ends, it's like you go through a whole grieving process.
Yeah, because it's like a death. Like it's
Yeah.
like a death, and I think that a lot of people don't really acknowledge that. Like I'm gonna say for myself, I had to take some real stock on myself, and
Hmm.
it's at a time where you have to be quiet. And I know as women we talk a lot. I know as women we talk. That's our thing. We talk. We
Hmm.
communicate. But I had to. Something in me was just telling me to be quiet and listen and just listen. And not only to listen to your mate, just to listen to everything around you. And in the silence, you actually hear so much and learn so much about yourself, okay? Because I
Hmm.
realized that because of my upbringing and being with my great aunt, as a foster mom, I realized that I have abandonment issues that may have stemmed from me not being with my mom. Even though I know she loved me, I went back home at the age of 14. I know she loved me. I know she cared for me, but I have abandonment issues. So instead of
Hmm.
being able to just walk away where I know some things are not suiting me, I internalize it as to what did I do? What did I do? And sometimes it's nothing that we as women have done. Sometimes, yes, we aren't doing the right thing because I can name some times where I haven't did the right thing. But I can also say that there were times where I showed up and I showed out and I supported like no other. And I gave like no other. I gave, whatever. I worked with you on times when you couldn't. meet halfway. I let me see. I also held you up where I know many other women would have said, "Oh hell no, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just out." And I realized that it was an abandonment issue. It was like I can't let this go because I'm gonna be feeling like I failed and like another person has left. And once you start to heal yourself, and which is so
Mm.
cliche, I get it. It's always oh heal yourself, and then because until you heal yourself, you're not gonna be good to nobody else. But I get it because I stayed really, really long in something that I should have left years ago because of fear of abandonment.
Right. And it's because you're in a different place and you can see it differently.
Mhm.
Like you and you're ready to accept all of these things that have been thrown at you that are coming
Mhm.
your way, and you're making decisions. Is every decision you're having to make
Mhm.
easy? Absolutely not. I'm sure of that. I don't even know what they are, but I'm sure of that because I know how life go, right? So
Mhm.
I, but you're whatever you're choosing, you are in a place now where you know more about you, more about who
Right.
Blanche is, and so you're able to make choices that line up with what your needs are.
Mhm.
The other person feel that for a while, but as you begin to change
Yeah.
who you
Yeah.
were, what you expected, what you needed. As you began to find yourself, you began to find all of these areas that were just dark, and there was no light in them, and you were saddened by that. And so as you
Mhm.
began to clean out those corners and the light was able to get in there, you began to realize, oh, I really like this. Now, this is my vibe. This is where I
Right.
need to be. I really don't
Mhm.
like that at all. Why am I going to do that? Why was I doing it? I'm not doing it no more. And so it really comes with just with time. And
Right.
I think
I
some
definitely
people don't
agree.
like to wait. People
Mhm.
don't like to wait for nothing. Baby, they want
Yeah.
it right now. And sometimes the healing
Mhm.
or what needs to take place is you before that other person is completely removed. For
Right.
whatever that reason is, that person and that irritation or that stress is pushing you to where you need to go. Because if you didn't
Mhm.
have that, you may not go where you need to go.
Right. Letter, you gonna hit some of the comments, boo? Letter.
I'm here.
She's like, okay. You wanna hit some of the comments, babes?
I got one lit. I'm still scrolling.
Okay.
Um,
What she
let
say?
me see. I'm gonna go back to the top because you had missed something that I had lit up.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. Did you get this one? I don't think you got that one.
Uh-uh.
You can read them, Pooh.
It was talk sex was like she said my last boyfriend was jealous of the love and attention I received from his friends. See,
Oh,
she said
Lex,
even
how did that go? Yeah, how did that go, Lex?
yeah. Um,
It's all them legs Lex got.
Right. You ever
Y'all
been
know
like
she
that?
got 7 feet of legs.
Yes, she do, honey. Yes, girl, them she got legs for days. Okay. That's also like if you have ever been with somebody, let I'm just taking some time while you find what comment you want to read. I'm just taking a
hmm.
little time. Let me know when you
Oh no,
ready,
you
babe.
fine.
I just have you ever been with somebody in like ladies in the comments or either men in the comments or either on the panel where someone tells you like, oh well, you got such and such, who gonna want to be with you? Or they may say, oh, say if you got a certain amount of kids, you got a certain amount of kids, who gonna want to be with you?
Mm.
Oh, some of you or either you weigh a certain amount, who gonna want to be with you? Honey, somebody who gonna eat it up like it's the last dinner, like it's their last meal on death row, or somebody who gonna come in and want to be stepdaddy, that's who gonna love me. Like like if you realize like those are those things, Those are things to make you feel less so that you'll stay in a situation that they know is beneath you.
Yes. Well, you know what I tell them, baby. If you can find better, do better. Bye.
Right, right.
I'm not finna trouble.
Miss Bridget said you have to see them when you want to make your own when you want to make your own decisions or choices. Also,
Mhm, mhm.
that's true.
Mm.
The true colors come out then. Talk sex with Lex
Oh,
said they
text,
think the
text.
grass is green.
Lex want the link.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, Lex. We're gonna drop it down to your poo. Let me see. Geraldine said, I guess I'm lucky. 53, 43. I was his first and last 24 years, and we're 50-50. Don't live together. And our trust is, oh, her trust is a lot, baby. That was a lot. Keep it romantic always. My past was an enemy, yes. Glad I got out. His was crazy with me, but rest in peace, crazy. I loved him young and dumb.
Mm.
Oh, Miss Geraldine. Well, I'm glad that you found somebody now who you can spend the rest of your life in love with, and they're treating you the way that you want to be treated. I think sometimes people forget about the small things and they want to love you the way that they know how to love. Sometimes, the way that you want to love is not that person's way of feeling love.
I always
And
say, oh, well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's okay, boo. And like I said, even though I'm in the process of a transition, I welcome. I'm not. I wish I would have came to this decision before and faster in my life because I would have saved a lot of time not being wasted. But I'm also grateful for the time that I did have in this experience because now I know to listen to my big guy. When he says something, I know to listen to him and not listen to him as if I'm his child, but listen to him as if I'm his partner. I know how to be more understanding. I know how to be more empathetic and also receiving those same things. Now I know how to receive these things when I get them. Like it is kind of weird because you may want to speak on something and you are kind of apprehensive about speaking on something because your last person didn't communicate. But then when you're with this person now who knows how to communicate, and you're like, wait, I was expecting an argument. Like it's kind of weird. You be geared up and ready to argue. You got your boxing gloves on, and then the conversation start, and you slowly start taking off those gloves. Like I ain't gotta fight. I ain't gotta argue. This is new. I love it here. Lex, you see the link, baby? We dropped the link, Pooh. Yeah, it's like I love it here. So I just it's weird, but I wouldn't change it because I learned a lot in this experience.
Right.
I've learned a
Yeah.
hell of a lot in this experience. Okay. Geraldine said we even raised my nephew as our own for 15 years. Now, as my nephew lost his mom, my sister was murdered. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Geraldine.
Wow.
Jeez, I'm so sorry for your family.
Yes.
Oh God.
Let me see.
That's a hard one
Mm.
right there.
Butter said she just learned that she was too tolerant.
Ah, well, once you learn about it, you can fix it. And some people
Butters.
take advantage of that.
Mhm. Mhm. Butters. I definitely just learned that about myself. I'm gonna be honest. I shared a post that said the other day. I wonder if I was um, if by being too empathetic and understanding and not being needy. And when I say being needy, I mean being a woman that's like, I come with my own. I don't necessarily need your money because I come with my own. Um, I can feed myself, I can clothe myself, I can do, all these things for myself. I wonder if by being like that, was I accepting the least? Was I accepting and welcoming disrespect by, by doing these things?
Mm, wow. You know you're growing up when you can ask yourself those tough questions.
Mhm.
Nobody else has to ask you or make you think about it. You like I tell people all the time, I'm harder on myself than anybody ever is.
Mhm. I think those are the questions that we as women and we as people just need to start asking ourselves anyway. Because that can turn out to be a toxic trait, which is one of the questions that I'm going to ask later. But that can turn out to be a huge toxic trait because we are accepting things, we are, accepting the less. And
Mm,
are we doing that out of fear, of being alone? Because you have some, people. I think that we've been taught that, especially I'm gonna say as some of us as being minority women of a
yep.
certain minority, that we can't live a lavish life. That we must feel bad when we live a lavish life. Like, no, I want
And
the
we ain't
horse and
supposed
the
to be
carriage.
single.
I want the horse and the freaking carriage. Like, I
Yep.
want my husband to worship me because I am going to worship the ground that he walks on. Okay? And can't nobody tell me nothing about, and nobody be able to tell me nothing about him. Okay? I want to, I want to live that life. And I know that it's possible. You see it being done. And I'm not talking about celebrity relationships, I'm talking about regular Joe Smo relationships. It could be the most horrible looking woman. She could have 10 backs and 18 stomachs, and she got a good man on her side who don't even who don't even look the next person way. Like I want those things, and I don't care. I'm about to be 40 this year, and like I said, I'm in a transition, and I made it transition. Nobody else didn't make it transition. I made it this way because I just decided that I wanted more, and I don't care if I'm looking for it or if it just comes by me years from now. I'll be okay with that. I just know that I want that story tell ending, and I'm not gonna stop until I have that.
Right.
Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I'm a fool, but
No,
it's okay.
no, no, no. No,
I don't
you
think so. I just
didn't.
think that you have to understand that I hate Lex, that the
Hey,
story
Lex,
tell
baby.
ending is your story. It's
Mhm.
not the story that somebody else wrote. I think
Mhm.
that's where people mess it up. Like they think that because it doesn't look like Cinderella that it's not theirs, but or it's
Yeah.
not as good or it's not as. And the truth is, as long as it's your fairy tale ending, because none of
Mhm.
ours is going to look identical. They may have some common threads because there are certain things that solid relationships have. So there will be
Mhm.
some commonalities, but the story doesn't have to be the same, and there's not a script for how the story goes, right? So I
Mhm.
think sometimes we forget that in society. We're trying so hard to keep up with the Joneses.
Mhm. Mhm. I definitely agree with that. Di said that it was interest that this is an interesting insight. Geraldine Harper says a single woman gets lonely and might pick the wrong one. And I definitely agree with that. But that's why, as a single woman, honey, you can have there's plenty of things on the market to help you from getting lonely at night. And it may not hug you, but you're not gonna have to go get a rag, and you're not gonna have to get up and make a person a sandwich in the middle of the night when you just want to pass out too. So it's okay. You can put it right up under your pillow on the nightstand, as K Michelle said, nightstand. Um, Let me see. Butter said, I'm so old. I'm just old and I don't want to start over. That's it for me. You are still young. Don't waste any more time. It's precious. Butters, I'm not that young. I will be 40. But let me tell you something. It's okay. I'd rather start over right now than to live the rest of my life. in a and something that doesn't suit me, and something that doesn't give me butterflies, and something unless we're laying down, and something that is just like so robotic. So I rather it's okay. I guess I'll spend the rest of my life chasing it if this doesn't work out with my big guy. I guess I'll spend the rest of my life chasing it. But for now, I'm happy with learning this new person and having and just feeling things that I thought were dead in me. Um,
Mm.
I love
hey
that.
Lex, what's up, boo?
Hey,
Huh?
can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Hey,
booby, I can
Reese.
hear you.
Okay, so to piggyback off of something you said, is one of the things I did because I was married for 6 years, and then I got divorced, and in that, the biggest part was feeling lost. Like you said, I'm also a nurturer. I love to cook for my man. I love to clean. I love the role of a mother. I love the
Mhm.
role of taking care of my man needs and his wants and being that woman, but I'm also partly independent and have my own thing going on. But in my marriage, I got lost in just being that woman, the caregiver.
Mhm.
And so when I became single, when I got a divorce, one of the things in reflection, and this is what I coach women on now also, is listing, what do you want to do? What is something
Mhm.
you've wanted to do? You've always wanted to do. Start with you. And everybody in the beginning of healing in the process and the journey thereof was everybody saying, get to know yourself, spend time with yourself. Bitch, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be with
Right.
me.
Right.
So that was my first, like, what are you talking about? Spend time with me, spend time with me. I'm with me all damn day. I'm sick of me. I do not want to be with me right now. I need a man. I want a man. I ain't one of them women out
Right.
here that's gonna be like, oh, I don't need no man. No, bitch, I want him. I need him. He supposed to be here because this
Right.
ain't. I am not meant to do life alone, and I do not plan on doing so. So that was me. That was my take on. Oh, just spend some time with yourself. But as I journeyed through that time with myself. My first date with myself, I'll never forget it. It was I'm in Florida, so I went to Orlando, went to the Springs, Disney Springs,
Mhm.
and I was on a date with myself. I got pretty. I drove all the way to Orlando. I went, had my heels on. I had dinner reservations for one and everything. And in the midst of sitting there, I got overwhelmed and started to cry because
Mhm.
first of all, I'm at Disney where people with their family and on dates and shit, and I'm sitting there by my damn
Mhm.
self,
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
around like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yes.
I hate this place. Why am I here? Love don't last long. Don't get comfortable sitting over there with your man. So I was in that
Right.
space for
Just
a while,
bitter.
just being honest. Like I was like, mm-mm. So I left there, and through my journey of healing, I started to, okay, what do I want to, what is something else I want to do? So I didn't do the tradition day. I did what I felt I would want to do with someone. That was the problem.
Mhm.
Instead of doing the things I want to do with me. So I took myself on a date, another date. I went to Daytona, had some my my hoology bag packed, okay, because I was
Mhm.
looking to have a
Mhm.
good time for a long time that weekend with
Oh.
whoever and whatever happened. And so
Right.
I went to Daytona and ended up having one of the best weekends of my life. I went and I said, okay, I had lost all of my weight, my hundred and something pounds. I said, I want to wear a swimsuit with no cover up.
Mhm.
So I went and wore that swimsuit with no cover up. Then, as I'm
Mhm.
walking the beach, I said, "Oh, I was always a big girl. I was almost 300 pounds. So I was like, I've always wanted to play beach volleyball. So as I'm walking
Mhm.
past the thing, it starts with steps. So I'm saying this to say, the beach. I went to the beach. I did no cover up. That was one. So
Right.
as I journeyed through that, I said, "Ooh, this feels so good." I took pictures of myself. I posted them, and just everything, just being free. So then I said, I've never been able to play beach volleyball because of my size and the pain and the overwhelmingness of it. I'm gonna ask them if I could play. I asked them if I could play.
Mhm.
that was another hurdle that I overcame. As you come overcome the ones and the twos, you start to realize you a dope bitch. Like
Right.
you out here, you doing this.
Say
And as you're in
hey.
that space, your person starts to gravitate to you. You start to
Mhm.
shell off the things that don't serve you. You start to see yourself differently. And like you said, you start to not tolerate those things that you accepted
Mhm.
before
Mhm.
through the journey of discovering and being with you. So a lot of times, like I said in the comments about my ex, the guy I was dating, he got jealous because we were in LS spaces. And he got jealous because of how well I was received in a new space that he introduced me to.
Yes.
And it became where people, his friends and even his family was like, "Hey, where's Lex?" Like he would show up by himself, and I'm home with my boys, my kids, and I'm loving just on my family, and I'm enjoying myself. He out having fun, and we touching base, and he'll call me and say, "So I saw such and such," and I was like, "Oh, good. How are they?" And mind you, I done met these people one time, and I said, "How are they?" To me, all they wanted to talk about was you. All they wanted to say
Okay.
was, "Where's Lex? And how is she doing? And why didn't you bring her? And what is she doing next?" And I said, "Well, I mean," and it was in that I discovered I need a man that doesn't mind my light, a man that can handle the light that is me. And that was when I knew.
Man.
I said, "Yeah, this ain't gonna work."
Miss
Because
Geraldine, this
I'm
is Miss
right. And
Lex. I didn't mean to cut you off, but Miss Geraldine wanted to know who you were. She said, "Whoever is speaking is very smart. Congratulations to you." Let me tell you
oh, thank
something. Talk
you.
sex with Lex is Miss April's OG, real life with April. This is her niece. When I tell you from day one of meeting Talk Sex with Lex and having a conversation with her, I think we all fell in love with her. Like she is like the ultimate girl's girl. Like
Thank
and
you
she has
so much.
ultimate advice. And please go follow her on her own platform, okay? She's not only
I
giving
appreciate
advice that
y'all.
she has experience, she actually went to school for this, okay? So she has degrees to give the information that she is giving. It's not just rubbish and conversation, and she's not pulling it from her behind. She actually
Absolutely
went and
not.
studied
It's,
for this. So
it's
please
school
go
mixed
follow
with life.
Talk Sex with Lex, guys. Okay?
Thank
Please
you
make
so
sure you
much.
guys go
I
follow her.
appreciate all the love. Thank you so
You
much.
know, you always get that over here, honey, whether you here or not. We love you. You always get that over here. And please continue and finish saying. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I
No,
had
you're
to let them
good.
know. For those who did not know, I had to let them know who you were.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You're
So yeah,
welcome, love.
it was in that I was like, yeah, he can't handle this. He can't handle who I am and the light that I have because I got so comfortable in me and so happy with all the self love that I had mustered up through my journey to love. And I always
Mm.
keep this mantra in relationships, and I give it to my clients of if not him or if not you, when it's me, if it's not you, and I tell my guy this, when we're dating, if it's not you, better still to come for me. And I wish the
Right,
same for you as well, because it's not
right,
that the next guy's better than you; he's better than you for me. It's
right.
Mm.
everybody has something that you need. And in dating, and that's why I encourage young women, girls, 20s, teen, date. Go out and date more than one at a time because you don't know what you want, what you need, and what you don't like unless you experience it.
Hello,
Like you
conversation for
do.
my nieces. I have
Yeah.
nieces that are like 23, 22, 21. And when I speak to them and when I speak to other young girls that I know, and even not only young girls, when I speak to my son, I tell him these things. This is your time to be dating. Like you
Yeah.
meet these younger kids and they will want to be locked down in a relationship. And I can't say that because when I was that age, I was locked down in a relationship, and that's the relationship that I'm finally, relinquishing.
Hmm.
Let me tell you something. I felt like um, date them all. And dating, once again, does not mean sleeping with everyone. I
Absolutely.
think people have it so
Yeah.
confused. Dating doesn't mean that you're laying down with everybody who done took you out for a
Mhm.
meal or
Nope.
everybody who you take out for a meal. No, dating is strictly that. Dating is can be going for coffee. Dating can be going for a walk. Dating can be going to do whatever. It does not mean that you are in the bed rolling around with people. Like,
Absolutely.
Hello.
date these different people. Learn what you like. And
Yep.
I have one niece who absolutely followed that. And when I tell you she makes me proud, she makes me proud because she will replace you and at the drop of a hat if you do not fit what she is looking for. And
Mm.
she's willing and she's open to know her mistakes too, but she's
Hmm.
not pressed about none of these dudes. And I love it because she dates around and she actually got the concept of dating correct.
I
Um,
love
I
that.
don't know,
Yeah.
but the worst thing to me is to be in a relationship, and this is why I really value and love the way that OG is and that Mr. Bear and OG is, because the worst thing to do, and I found this out about myself. Like when I was younger, I was on the radio. I had a talk thing like on the radio, a teen thing that I was on the radio. Like I've
Mm.
always been out there, but I've noticed that somewhere in that relationship, my voice was um was beginning to get lower and lower and lower and lower. And I
Mm.
was no longer doing the things that I liked. It became very robotic. Come home, cook, come make sure that everyone in the house is okay. The damn what you want to eat for that day. It's always about, hey guys, what do you guys want to eat? Now that you haven't had what you wanted to eat in years because you come home every day and cook something that somebody else may want to eat.
Hmm.
Um, it just it's the simple things like that that I think that we lose in a relationship that end up being big things in the long run.
Yeah.
Um, it end up
Mhm.
being huge things, but when you realize when you're doing it, you don't realize that it's such a big thing. Um, like it can just be anything, and I just realized like hold on. And when I noticed that the person was starting to enjoy that I was cutting myself off from the outside world, the person started to enjoy that I was no longer going to interact with family like I do, or that I was. Then I was like, oh no, this not it. I don't want to live. I'll be 40 this year. And when I say that I met this person when I was about 20 21, so that's how long that I have went. First it was fighting the other women, then it was like, okay, you won, and then it's like, oh shit, what the hell did I win? Like, did
Hmm.
I do all this for this crap? And I'm at a place now where I can talk about it openly and I'm okay. Like I'm great. I'm not hurt. And I spent so
And as
many
you
years in
said,
the
that's part of
relationship
that is
hurt.
definitely part of healing is to just
Right.
talk about it until you can talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I spent so many years in a relationship hurt that now that I'm ready to like walk away, I'm no longer hurt.
Yeah.
I'm okay. And it's like, oh, you're being nonchalant. No. All these years that I was fighting, I realized that now that I was fighting for nothing. Like I'm done now.
Yep.
And I'm coming, and nothing is no working it out. It's no nothing. Like I'm out of it.
Yep.
Mm.
One of the things I do encourage women when coaching and just in conversation to do is I always do this thing and I'll ask them, and I'm gonna do one example. April, pick a number 1 through 30.
19.
So every 19th of every month is your day. Pick
Mhm.
To
something that
what?
you want to do, your day to yourself, your day to do whatever it is you want to do. That's your time.
Mhm.
Because a lot of
Mhm.
times we don't pick our time, we don't set it aside. Listen, I got every seventh, my day is the seventh. Every seventh of the month, if it falls on a month or in a week, I take off.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's my
Mhm.
time. Every seventh.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
Because
I think that's an awesome idea.
we don't take the time and then we start to fault our partners. We start to fault the kids. Well, I never have time. You haven't demanded the time. You
Yes.
haven't you haven't valued yourself enough to say no. Your
Mhm.
no
Mm.
is powerful.
Ooh,
You
I
haven't
love
Mhm.
no.
valued
Ooh,
yourself
I
enough
love it.
to say no.
That's my
Mm.
favorite word in the English and Spanish language. No. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Baby, listen. Ooh, I'm so good at it. Now I ain't always been good at it, but no is one of them words that, oh Lord, I love it. And I'm so good. I've gotten so good at it.
Butters,
I tell
yes,
you,
take
no
that trip.
way.
Take the trip.
Mm.
Listen,
Yes.
that's something I do not listen. Since my divorce, I done traveled. I've been to Mexico. I've gone to the Bahamas like 5 times. I'm going again in August. This time I'm taking my kids. And then I
Ooh.
went to Cali. I went to Canada. I went to just seeing the world. I just started. I was like, for the longest time, I was like, oh, you can't do this because you're a single woman. You got to be careful. And da, da, da. Fuck that. I'm going. I'm going.
Right.
Mhm.
If I gotta
Right.
make payments, I'm going. I'm gonna be there because we spend a
Hello.
lot of time like making it. Well, I can't do this because, and black women, we are phenomenal at that. I can't do
Yes.
this because, and I can't do that. Well, you making them medical payments and you making all these payments on this and payments on that. You pay for that car. You can't pay for your vacation. Set that into the budget.
Mhm.
That's a bill. Set that into
Mhm.
a bill.
Yes. And let me just say, it doesn't, self love, self care, it isn't about what you're spending to provide that service to yourself. Some people be like when I talk about my massage that I get, when my mobile massage comes here every 2 weeks.
Hmm.
I talk about that. I make reels about that. And people like, oh, I wish I could afford that. Listen, I ain't always been able to afford that. I'm retired, so my eye look a
Uh
little
huh.
different. But the
Mhm.
thing is even when I couldn't afford this, back when I was a single mother, baby, listen, I got my feet done. Back when I was actively nursing, I
Hmm.
got my feet done.
Yep.
I made sure I kept myself together where I looked how I was comfortable looking. Yeah, I was
Mhm.
single then, but I did what I could afford to do. And what I couldn't afford to do, I learned how to do. That's
Hmm.
why I know how to wax. That's why I can braid hair. That's why I can lay tracks. That's why I know all of these different things to save money.
Yep.
So I say that to say don't allow what your financial availability is right now to stop you from loving yourself. You can get a book and go in the park and sit in the grass or be barefoot with the ground. Listen, I know that
Yep.
sounds real hippy trippy, but listen, there's something about being in tune
Grounding
with
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
Mhm.
even if that's all you're doing, if you just start a meditative routine where you spend 10 minutes a day just meditating, nothing heavy because this is new to you, but there are different things you can involve and put in your life that you can enjoy that will bring you peace and solitude that don't
Yep.
have to cost a lot of money, if any
Yes.
money at all.
And
So,
something else
don't let money do that.
yep, something else I did near the end of my when I completely checked the fuck out of the divorce was and when I started to step away, had a eureka moment also was I told him, I'm finna go. I'm good. This weekend, I'm taking this weekend for me. I cook some meals. It's in the freezer. The Instapot, everything is, ready. You could do it. Just hit start. The kids, I've got them with the grandparents and all this kind of stuff. So I went on a getaway. And you know where I
Mhm.
went? To a hotel in the city.
Okay.
I didn't even go far, but I just needed that time. I was on at a resort in the city, less than 10
You know,
miles away.
somebody gave me that same advice, Lex. Somebody gave me that same advice.
Yep. I treated it
Um,
like
A
I had
little
never been there before.
staycation.
yeah, and they were like, just go. They
Yep.
was like, you don't even have to be doing nothing. Let me tell you something. During COVID, I would go before COVID, I would go to the nail salon every 2 weeks, right?
Hmm.
Feet, nails, everything. During COVID, like many other women, I was like, you know what? I can do hair, I can do lashes and stuff. Let me try to do this. So I bought everything that I needed. Like I have the whole nail salon set up literally in my house. And I actually, started doing it
Hmm.
and taking care of myself at home. And then recently I was like, hold on, I missed that experience. Like
Mm.
I had a girl who would do my nails who we would be the last ones in there. She know I would come in late. We would be the last one in there. I'll bring us a little champagne. We'll drink and stuff while we doing it. She'll wait for me to get in my Uber before she leaves, before they shut down. And I'm thinking, like, wait, I missed this experience. And I have
Mm-hmm.
not been back yet. I was supposed to go Monday, but I injured my back, so I didn't go. But
Hmm.
I'm out of work for the rest of the week due to the injury. So I said tomorrow I'm getting up and I'm going to spend my money and do my nails and my feet and just enjoy that luxury because that's something that I took away from me. And even when taking that
Definitely.
away, you think that your my partner would be like, no, this is something that you love to do. Why aren't you still going to do that? It was like,
Hmm.
oh no, that means you got more to spend on the house and more in my pocket. No, I'm going to
Hmm.
treat myself, okay? And I'm going to
Yeah.
enjoy that tomorrow.
And you also have to realize women as mothers, as caregivers, as lovers, all the things you can't, the people that you love, your kids, your husband, your partner, whomever, cannot benefit from you being broke down, from you being sick, from you being
Mhm.
depressed. You have to be the best you for them to be happy,
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
them to enjoy you, for them to want you around. You have to take the time. If me getting away for a day out of the month or 2 days out of the month is doing whatever the fuck I want to do, I'm going to do that because that makes me a better mother. That makes me a better lover. That makes me a better partner. Makes me a better daughter. This makes me happy. And so
Mm.
I remember having a client, she was a teacher, and
Mhm.
she was like, I can't afford to do this. And I say, well, what do you do for the summer or spring break during your break? She's like, well, I'm not working that time. Okay. Get a, are you afraid, are you comfortable doing a waiter job? Because that is at your own pace. You ain't got to commit to no schedule.
Right.
That's kind of PRN. I said, if you do 2 days a week, you can do that dream thing that you want to do. If you commit to that 2 days a week because you got your husband there and da da da, and he's good with it, you can work. I said, and that's just your fun. That's your money. Of this ain't to the kids. This ain't to a bill. This is for that 7th or that 15th or whatever day of the month. This is your leading up to, and you can quit it whenever you want. It's not a commitment, that you have to do.
Exactly.
It's just something that I'm doing this so that I feel good about taking my time. That's fine. But when it becomes stressful, when it becomes something that's affecting your peace and happiness, stop. Stop.
And
Just
what
stop.
advice would you give to someone getting out of a relationship, a long relationship? What advice would you give? Like, how soon is too soon? Or do you think that it isn't too soon to be getting in another relationship?
I think it depends on the premise or the reason why the relationship ended and the journey of what you incur, like of you, the journey of you, because it's different for everybody. Um, I do recommend taking some time to rediscover yourself.
Hmm.
But what you said as far as like being in a relationship early on, I would encourage you, like I said before, date. Because also some people don't realize, oh, you getting out there too soon. People will say that, oh, you getting out there too soon. This is my journey.
Right.
If I get out
Right.
there too soon, bitch, I'ma learn I got out there too soon. Let me live what I need to live. So I
Exactly.
know what I need, because you are not me. You don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what you're feeling. So I always say date, because through dating, people don't understand you also heal at the same time.
Hmm.
But I also
Hmm.
stress, don't put too much of yourself into the people that you're dating. Don't give them too much energy.
Mm.
Give them the energy they're giving. And that's it.
See,
That's
and
all.
that's an
Don't
issue.
overdo it.
And you know what? And that's my issue, Lex, because I'm like a all or nothing kind of chick, and I'm learning slowly. Like, too much. Mm-mm, don't do that. Just a little too much.
Right. No,
Slow
what
it
I learned
down.
is, and when you do that, what I learned, and I thank God for learning through experience to be able to help and teach this, is when you find yourself getting anxious to do more because that's who you are and that's your nurturing spirit, find something else to do.
Mhm.
Find you
Mhm.
something else to do that does not involve that person. Because I had to
Mhm.
evaluate myself also and say, he ain't did this, he ain't did that, he ain't did that. But yet I'm gonna plan a whole birthday vacation for this ninja, and he
Yeah.
can't
Mm.
even take me out to Papados.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
And so I had to find something else to do. You know what I did? I painted, started painting my apartment. I started
Okay.
decluttering my space. I started doing things, and then I realized the text message changed to, "What you doing? I ain't heard from you." Oh,
Hmm.
you checking on me
Exactly.
now?
Exactly.
It's an exchange
Exactly.
of energy, and I teach women that it's an exchange of energy. When you find yourself doing the most and starting to overthink things, starting to be wanting text and do all those things, you have to find something else to do to busy your mind, to get your attention off of that thing. Because a lot of times, also, he could be a great guy. He just need time to figure out the journey and what he's doing with this situation. Because just like you being in a healthy space, this could be his first time being in a healthy space.
Because
Mhm.
men have
Mhm.
issues. Let's just be
Absolutely.
clear about that. I think that sometimes, and for like men are like, they got this. We have these personas that we think this is what they should look like or this is what they should do. And the truth is, women are as guilty of this when it comes to men as men are when it comes to women. And so we have
Mhm.
this idea of like, this is who he is and what he's gonna do. And I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to read that comment. And so you have to I don't got distracted by that comment. Sorry, y'all. I was
Geraldine's
looking at
comment.
yeah.
Okay, I'll read it really briefly, and then you can go back to your thoughts.
No,
Geraldine just
it's
wanted to.
okay.
Okay. Geraldine just wanted to know. She said she understands either way, but would anyone share our GoFundMe for my nephew to get therapy, grief counseling, and possibly anger management from losing his mom? We need help. I've pleaded and begged many platforms, and nobody would do it. And I have put a newspaper and from TV news and Facebook under Winnipeg Police platform. I've attached our story for truth and proofread. Please, please read before thinking of helping us. Please read anything counts, even prayers. And my sister was, unalive. Geraldine, I know some people may be reluctant based on their platform because they don't want you to get negative commentary. But if you put it in my inbox, I'm just, starting. So my platform is really just what I make it right now. So if you put it inside my inbox and also put, just the police report so I can share both. So I can share the police, not the police report, but I can share um as much information as you feel comfortable allowing me to share, and I'll share the GoFundMe. I'll definitely do that. So just inbox
Also,
Midge Devereaux, and I'll definitely share it out.
I would say reach out to a social worker like with your county, and also if the child is in public school, go to the guidance counselor and they can point you into somewhere where they offer free services for counseling and grievance and all that kind of stuff also.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. And I know it's summertime,
Geraldine.
so it may be hard to get it to school,
Yes.
but yeah, they're definitely the police actually the state attorney, actually whoever is overseeing the case, they should have resources for the victim's child.
Yes.
So there'll be victim services. The child may even qualify what is called a guardian ad litem because they are a victim's immediate family. So those are some
Mhm.
things you can look into. Guardian ad litem is GUARDIAN, capital AD, capital LITEM, guardian ad litem, or the state attorney locally, whoever's handling the case, they would also have resources. But it should be really easy for you to reach out to someone and someone be able to give you the resources for that child because it is
Yes.
the child of the victim. So there are
Mhm.
rights that protect him, the child. So I don't know if you're aware of that or that type of stuff, but those resources are available because, and there are other resources available to the child and to those that are providing care to that child because
Mhm.
he's a victim and his mother is no longer here. So
Yeah,
there's different things.
she said she's in Canada and she checked into the school and she's having a hard time. They don't offer those things there because of where they at. You know, some places have, crazy things happening and they don't really have the resources that some of the big cities have. So she said she's having a really hard time. So yeah,
Mm.
I just don't get tired of advocating for him. Um,
Yeah. And I would say
Continue
also
to
with
fight.
the attorney during the court proceeding or whatever, request a judge order some kind of counseling, and that way you can
Yes,
also have that seen in the case also.
Mm.
exactly. That's an awesome idea, Lex. Geraldine, my
Well,
name is
Hannah,
Blanche Devereaux. Once again, because I know you was asking for my name. My name is Blanche Devereaux. I'm gonna put it in the comments, and you can inbox me, and I'll share it out, and I'll try to have other people share it out. I'm not saying that it's gonna do the best because I have a small platform, but I'm willing to, share it.
and while share it, once you get the info and you see it, Blanche, I'll share it on my platform
Okay,
as well.
because you have a huge platform. My platform is tiny, baby.
Child, ain't nothing huge over there, but it's coming along.
Girl, no, stroke your ego. Your platform is huge, honey.
And growing by the day.
But
Okay?
it is
It's huge.
definitely growing every day. That is,
Don't
it
don't take
is,
that away from yourself.
it is. It's a lot.
You're welcome, love. So yeah, I think we were talking about something about relationships. You're welcome, Geraldine.
Yeah, we were talking just about relationships and sleeping with the enemy because I think so many times people find out that they're sleeping with people who don't even like them and you don't
Real
even
quick,
know it.
real quick. Uh, Contact your local hospice if you have one, Miss Geraldine, near you. But she's in Canada, Miss Tina. So I don't know if you missed that or not, or if that's even available there. But it was Blanche Devereaux, like from the
It's in the
Golden Girls.
comments. Hmm.
I was just telling Geraldine. She said, "Who told me to message my GoFundMe to read it?" You're
Okay, it's in
gonna
the
message
comments. I'm
it to
tagging her
Blanche
again.
Devereaux.
Thank
Okay,
you
she's
so
gonna
much,
do it
OG.
again. I just wanted to
Thank you,
make sure that
OG.
you know.
Thank you, Boo. You efficient when it comes to that stuff. Thank you so much, babes. Okay, I'll
Mm.
put it in there. So hopefully she gets it. I'll put it in there, Geraldine. It's in there. Hi, Miss Tina. How are you? Um, Let me see. And Tina said, yes, I'm just coming in. Her comment was the first thing she saw coming in. But Tina, you know you always have so many resources. You're awesome. Um, I think that is just really important for us as women and even men because like Lex has said, men have a lot of issues too. And a lot of times they're reluctant in speaking on them because of how they feel they may be looked at. So a lot of times they're holding this stuff in and they're not speaking on it, but it may come out in their behavior or whatever.
Yes.
And yes. And I think that we really have to just take stock of the people that we have around us and to listen to some of the things, listen to some of the jokes, listen to what people are saying when they're angry at you. Because a lot of what people are saying
Mm.
when they're angry is the absolute truth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I agree
also
with
we
that.
have to, in relationships, we also have to be careful of us giving what we want to receive and expecting that other person to pick up on that.
Oh, you
That
said it.
ain't their
You
love
said it,
language. It
Lex.
might not be their
Because,
love language.
right, because what you're giving is what you're wanting, but it's not what they
Mm-hmm.
need. So they don't feel the love that you're giving because you're not giving them what they need and what they can receive and what they receive as love, as what they need. So that's something also we have to be conscious of. And it's very easy to forget that, where, yes, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing all these things. I'm there for you when you need it. I'm here to talk with all the things. But he just wants you to go buy him a case of beers or something. I don't know.
Or
He
to give
just
him something guap guap. Three
right,
thousand.
guap guap every now and then. That slurp slurp 3,000. But he
Right.
but we perceive it as, oh, I'm doing all the things that, I feel da da da. Again, you, even though
Hey,
you may say, oh, that's not like me, I don't like buying this, and I don't like, it's not about for somebody to feel love. It ain't about you.
hey, you might be the best he ever had, but
Okay.
if words of affirmation are is his primary love language, it ain't gonna matter what you doing in that bedroom. He's
Or in
gonna
the
always
kitchen.
have an emptiness,
Or in the
or
Right.
in the pool, or in the car, or the aeroplane, or the
Yeah.
duty room, or the, oh
Mhm.
Lord, I'm
Right.
carrying over.
Or the
You know what
bathroom
I'm
at
saying?
Thanksgiving dinner. Right.
Or the
Now,
club.
hi Lala. Let me ask you, Lex. So another thing, how do you feel about, because all right, old school. Old school was the men take care of everything. He may bring home the check to the wife, and she may already have the bills laid out. Okay, this goes to this goes to this goes to this, right? But
Mhm.
how do you feel about this new about? Because I don't know. I'm an old school woman, but I also have a new school thought because I know that right now times are hard for everyone. And
Mhm.
unless you're really dealing with someone who has really took the time to set it up early that they can live a certain life when they get a certain age. A lot of people didn't do that. So a lot of people are still living paycheck to paycheck. So
Mhm.
I don't necessarily mind going 50-50 with my man. Now don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
I would love to not have to go 50-50. I
Right.
would love, absolutely love it. But I'm also not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to if my man falls on hard times, me picking up the slack. I'm not opposed to working with a man who may be in school and I know he's gonna graduate, and when he graduate, he's gonna have this job that I don't have to. I'm not opposed to these
Right.
things, but oftentimes my friends tell me I'm a fool for feeling like that.
No, I don't think you're a fool. I feel like you have to create that communication space with your person in the
Mhm.
relationship to know what the expectation is when it comes to finances. What is the
Mhm.
expectation and how are we doing this? I want to make sure we're both comfortable with what we decide and that we can survive off of what we decide and we ain't got animosity towards the other person, should somebody come up short or whatever the case
Mhm.
may be. Because things change. He may lose his job or whatever. Um, I think communication is key, but again, I also come from a space and a mindset of, and I learned this after my marriage was your marriage, your relationship, your commitment to each other is whatever you both define it
Hmm.
to be. It's not what the
Mhm.
what science say, what the Bible, all these other things that come into play is not. Those people are not in your house every day paying your bills, sleeping with your man, cooking, having the conversations with your coworker, the things that you're experiencing. Your contractual agreement is between you and that person. So whatever that
Mhm.
look like, whatever works for you, if y'all agreed to you working and he home with the kid, that's what
That's
works
your
for
business.
you. Yeah.
That's
That's what
right.
works for you. If you bring him, I deal with this a lot. If y'all decide to bring in a third, that's your business. If that's
Right.
what you
That's right.
agree and that's what's working for y'all for the past 20 years, keep doing it. Because obviously
I
that's what y'all what works.
That's right. It works for you, and that's it. That's all. Again, like we
That's
find
yeah, that's
everybody do something different. You know
Yep,
what I'm
I feel
saying?
like
Some
too many
people.
people want this cookie cutter marriage or this cookie cutter relationship or
Hmm.
what society and Instagram and all these podcasts of dysfunctional
Child.
people say
Everybody in
it
the
right.
should
box.
be. But I feel
And
like the
it's
two
so weird to accept those things when you're not used to those legs. Like I've had a conversation with someone, and like I hate having these conversations on the panel because I be putting a little bit, I be talking too much, right? But I feel like I've had a conversation, and OG knows the person. Well, she saw the person. I've had a conversation, and like to have these conversations where you're used to doing everything, you're used to, showing what you can bring to the table. This is what I can bring to the table. This is what I'm about. And then you have someone who doesn't even care what you're willing to, but you can bring to the table. They're like the that not doesn't care, but I'm saying like financially, they're not like that's not end all or be all for them. Like because
Mm-hmm.
they know that they're setting their life up to be able to take care of their wife and or child if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird when that person gets to ask certain questions and you can't answer that. Like one question I was asked, just something like very surface, was like, how would you feel if 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 I have a home, and instead of us going out to find another home, or instead of me coming to live with your house, because I've been in a situation where I don't want to do that again. I've been in a situation where I've got the short of the end of the stick, living with a woman, and then when she decided like she didn't want to be bothered, all your stuff ends up destroyed or out on the lawn. um,
Mm.
how do you feel about coming to move in with me? And okay, everything is already paid for. The mortgage may be paid for. Things may be paid for. And now your money is your money. Whatever you bring to the table is extra, but things here are already taken care of. And I had to be like, huh? Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna feel about that because I haven't had that. It's
Mm-hmm.
always been, we're two inner city people. We may be working to a common goal, but it's never been just like, okay, sit back, I got this.
Is I'm not sure how I would feel about that. I've never been in that experience before, but if I were, I want to be able to lay out what my expectations would be in that situation.
Yes, yes.
Because I would say, similar to what you just said, well, not similar, but to relate to what you just said, is I've never had that before, and all my other situations turned out like this. Well, this ain't that
Yes.
situation, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
that right.
Exactly.
So live it out. I always tell people, if you feel good about it, just because it's different doesn't make it weird. Just because it's different, we have to change also our vocabulary, how we approach things. Oh, this is weird. This is crazy. No, it's just different.
I use that,
It's
and
not
I
the
use
norm.
that word tonight. I use that word in our conversation. Weird.
It's different. No, it's different. And I love it. Like I said, just in dating, explore all the other opportunities. Like the guy I'm dating, the guy I'm dating now. But
I
I
think I'm
also
exploring some new stuff, Lex, because this is long distance, and I've never ever done long distance.
listen. As long as listen, have your expectation. Are you paying for flights or am I paying for flights? Are we gonna take turns?
Right.
What we gonna do? How we doing this?
Oh
Right.
You
Lord.
know, this is
Have your
grown.
expectations and have your toy and your batteries ready. Because
Yes.
Lord, this ain't long distance ain't for the weak, baby.
Yep. And then
But
also, can we? Is it too much to have a video, a FaceTime call of whatever y'all, your schedule
Oh,
is?
we do that. We always do that. That's a normal thing. But like,
Yeah.
it's just, oh Lord.
Yeah. I always teach women also, just like, the power of the tongue, asking it should be given. I use
Hmm.
the word manifestation. You have the power to manifest the type of love you want. The type of love, the type of man, you have the power. We do. Everybody does, but it's you have to tap into it um by getting rid of all of the negative thoughts, all of the self-sabotaging, the unworthiness, and all of the, well, he might be sleeping with this girl or he ain't called me today. You have to remain positive, because one of the things I live by, another mantra I have, is everything's always working out for me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Everything is always good, bad, and different. If I get fired tomorrow, the next job gonna be paid more. Let's go.
Hmm.
Let's get it. Let's
Hmm.
go. The next job. Well, I don't like how this happens, or I was actually really stressed. Lord, bring to me a job, whatever it is, the man, the woman, whatever. Better still to come, and we have to have that outlook. And I think a lot of people, through the hurt and the pain, you never really heal, because a lot of times, like we said earlier, you may bring up your ex because, at certain times, and you like, ooh, child, da 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 da. I never did
Right.
it. You're not healed.
and not only that, sometimes in that. unhealing, not knowing yourself state, that
Yeah,
transition, you
yeah,
manifest negative things because you don't
yeah.
shut up.
And then you start to manifest that same ninja that you just
That
left.
same thing, yes. And
Oh
you will
Lord.
manifest. And that's the thing people don't understand. People love to talk about all the good, but we got to always remember there's a balance in
Yep.
life.
You
So when
manifest
there's
the
good, there's
same thing
bad.
over and over. One of the
And
things I
and
did,
so you talk it in a circle.
yep, and I did this
Mhm.
one time. I was experimenting, me and my because I have every coach has a coach, right? So me and my coach, I say, you know what happened today? She said, what? So I was dating this guy, and I'm gonna just say his name was Billy. It wasn't Billy, but I'm gonna just
Mhm.
say Billy. I was dating this guy named Billy, and things started to die down with Billy. I really like Billy. I feel that we had both manifested each other. And I was just like, dang, man, I was just really sad that things didn't work out with Billy. So I went on a little vacation, a little getaway by myself. I met a Bill.
Mhm.
Bill had the same that Billy had. Then I met
Mm.
then I met Bob. Bob had the same
Mm.
situation that Billy and Bill had. I said, what? I
Mhm.
know you can lie. I said, okay.
Exactly.
And I had to realize that I was manifesting this same man and attracting this same man that had a
Mhm.
teenage daughter, that had his own little business doing this, that had his own this. And I say, I done had the same man 3 different times. I said,
Three different damn times.
I
Oh damn.
In
literally,
three
in
different
3 months,
packages.
in 3 months, I met the same man in 3 different ethnicities.
Oh my
In three
God. And that's
different
so
packages.
scary.
In three
And
different cities. Three
it's
different
so
cities.
scary.
I said, okay. And that's when, because I know, right? I know, and I'm grateful to know. I said, okay, it's time to cleanse this energy. It's time for me to shift my focus, and it's time for me to get on manifesting something what I want outside of this ninja.
Right.
And once I refocused and I shifted and I did something different, you know what I did? Instead of saying, oh, I just want to meet my person in person and da da da, I took a leap of faith and just got online. Again, I had never done
Exactly.
this before. And usually when I do try to get online, I last anywhere from 2 hours to 7 days, and then I'm deleting this shit
Okay.
because I
Lord.
I'm
get
telling
over it
you because
real quick.
this is something new. Let me tell you something. When I tell you that I have never done a long distance thing, this is a long distance thing. And I've never ever done it before. But when I tell you that it's a breath of fresh air.
Can I
It,
ask you something?
yes.
Are you in a space where even if this doesn't work out, I'm grateful for this experience?
You know what? And it's so weird, right? Because I have
It's so
been
different. Go ahead.
I've been a little bit in my feelings. I've been a little bit in my feelings lately.
Uh-huh.
And I thought about that over the past couple of days. I've been thinking about it. Like even if it doesn't work out, I'm grateful for knowing that another that the side that I do it once again had was unalive
Mm-hmm.
can be awakened because things that I haven't felt in years are awakened. And I'm not
Mm.
talking about on a sexual level because
Right.
that was never a problem with me and
Mm-hmm.
my person. That was never an issue. But
Mm-hmm.
it was other things that being the feeling of being protected and how can I feel like I'm being protected and you are states and a million miles away is crazy. But the
Mm-hmm.
feeling of being protected, the feeling of I don't have to overthink. And when I do overthink, if I come to you with an issue,
Mm-hmm.
you're not like, oh, you're crazy. You know, that word sets me off. That's a
Mm-hmm.
trigger. It's not like, oh, you're crazy. It's like, oh, hold on, let's talk about this. Why you feel like this? And I'm like, hmm? Like it's so freaking weird. And I'm really grateful. And I feel
Different.
like even if it doesn't work out with the person, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like we can always be friends because you've helped me awaken a side of me that I thought was completely done.
I love that for you. I love that. Absolutely. And I think when we get into that space like you're in, I always say lead with gratitude. When you show God, universe, or whoever the people believe, when you show God that you're grateful, He gives you more of what you're grateful for. When you live in that
Hmm.
energy of gratitude, you attract more of those great things. and then your list gets bigger of the things you're grateful for, and the more of those great things go. And I always tell people, law of attraction is like a train track, right? You have positive cars and you have negative cars, but you got one track. If
Right.
you're steadily on this negative track, your momentum is going to go in the negative direction. If you're
Mhm.
in a
Mhm.
positive, if you're a lot of people get split, right? Where, oh, I'm happy this day or I'm sad this day and I got this going on. Your track is stuck. It don't know what direction to
Mhm.
go because you put negative and positive at the same time on the same track. So I always
Yes.
tell people, try to stay as much as you can in a positive space. And when you feel down, you start to get depressed, you start to be woe is me, search and find your positive. Search and
Right.
find it, live in it, get a YouTube video of manifestation, get a YouTube video of great things, find something to laugh about, get out of the house, call your bestie and say, girl, what you doing? Because I got this going on, but I need to get in a better space. Do what you need to do to get to that positive. Run to it because the more you stay in that negative, your tomorrow is going to reflect the negative.
Right.
And
Mm.
you're gonna be, and
Exactly.
it's gonna just be a constant negative. Well, I'm still struggling with finances. I'm still struggling with this. You got to find the positive in it and live in that positive as much as you can because the more you do, I always tell people, your today is shaping tomorrow.
That's
How you
Oh
feel
right.
about
Lord,
today
Lex.
is how
Always.
tomorrow will feel.
Yep.
Oh Lex. Oh Lord. This is why I love these conversations with Lex. Y'all, I'm gonna have to start paying Lex, right? But okay, because
Listen,
once
I
again, she went to school for this. But don't think that I don't take every event, every chance I get to get a little bit of her free knowledge because
Listen,
honey,
I
she
not only
helps
went to
me.
school, but I live it. This is the thing. I've lived through this stuff. So I'm not just telling you something out my ass. I've lived it. I'm grateful to God for the experiences. Like I said, good, bad, and different. But like going to school for it, yeah, but also living it. I went to school for more of the sex stuff, but but the life stuff, I've lived it, and at a younger age of being independent and dependent and going through some of the things that I've went through, and people say, "Oh, like seem to write a book," you know, I think about it. My attention span, I chase horses and squirrels in my brain too much to focus on a book, but I'll get there.
Yeah, you chase the horses,
Right.
Miss Country as
Exactly.
hell.
But I want
Country.
it's okay though, because the country raised her right, honey. The
Listen,
country raised my girl right. Okay.
listen. Now, and I'm gonna brag a little bit. Now, I went from now the guy that I've manifested, right? He is he laughs. When I tell you we laugh all day long, I also made an effort. Again, women make an effort to like the person you're dating.
Mm.
Not try to fall in love and all this stuff. If you can sit with them for 2, 3 days and lose track of time and say, dang, we gotta leave already. You like that person.
Yes.
You like that person. When you lose time with them and you feel like, oh, it's not enough time. We just, I wish we could spend more time. You like that person. And then
Right.
liking them, you can get into the loving them. But a lot of times we shoot to love and we don't even like them.
Right.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Right. So like how can you love somebody it's possible to love somebody and not like them. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
now I'm making more of an effort to like him. So the guy I'm dating now, I like him so much. I like this man. Finally, kind of like let my guard down and sharing some of the things that were troubling me because I was afraid of telling him because I started to see myself because again we let's just say we on two different tax brackets because I told myself I'm not dating no more broke Ninja Turtles. Okay.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
So I manifested this guy and I said I want somebody where money ain't a problem.
Right.
And I did. I said you when you ask God for things, you got to know that you deserve these things.
Yep.
That's why you could see a woman that's 500 pounds. She comfortable. She happy, and she got this hottest man in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely agree with that because I've definitely seen a difference with just the things that have been coming my way with this person that I'm, talking
Yeah.
to. I've definitely been seeing a difference. But what I'm gonna say is I hope we're gonna wrap it up, guys, because we're on our 2 hour mark. And I know it's 2:07 where I'm at, and a lot of people, have to get up to go to work. Unfortunately, fortunately, I'm off the Monday. So we'll be coming back with another pillow talk this week. And I know that this one was kind of PG. I know we usually get it a little hot and steamy. Lex, last week I was talking about snowballs and everything, honey. That was I needed you. Right. Okay. So I hope that you guys are enjoying Pillow Talk. I'm gonna start doing it from my page more. Of course, it's still gonna be with the ladies, but I hope that you guys are enjoying Pillow Talk and you guys can kind of see where I'm going through, what where I'm aiming at with this. I just want for us women and possibly some men to come in and for us to just talk about the things that we can't necessarily talk about when the kids are awake. And some people don't have good girlfriends that they would like to call and have this with. And we are a
Absolutely.
family over here. So I would love to continue this. And I really want you guys to start sending in some questions. I don't want it to just be things that I think you guys want to talk about. I want you guys to inbox me, Blanche Devereaux, or you can inbox Chalet and just give us some questions throughout the week of things that you guys would really like to talk about on Pillow Talk, and we will definitely engage you guys. And I'm so glad that you guys came through and you stuck out with us tonight. I know you guys be wanting to see Just Shalay. She's a little busy right now with family, but I'm so grateful that you guys came out and you stuck out with your girls. Lex, thank you so much for coming up.
You're
OG, I love you
welcome.
because I know you be sleep, OG. So I love you and thank you. And Letta, thank you for staying up late because I know you got to go to work super early in the morning.
Mm.
So we're going to wrap this up. Letta, take us out.
All right. Love you, Blanche. Love you, Nita
Love
Boo.
you too.
Love
Love you,
you.
Letta,
Lala, Geraldine, Bubba.
Letta.
Letter is KO.
Okay. Okay, in the process, no, we was just texting. So in the process of us doing that, I'm just gonna ask that if you're not following Talk Sex with Lex, you go follow her platform. Go follow Talk Sex with Lex. Go follow Real Life with April. Oh, something happened to Letter. She dropped down, so that's probably what happened. She's coming back. Go follow Talk Sex with Lex. Go follow Real Life with April. Please tune in to Miss April and Peaches when they do their platform tomorrow. They're going to be having uh, um, a live. It's called Us. Please tune into them, guys. Make sure you're following Jess Chalet. Make sure you're following Candace Smith. Make sure you're following Blanche Devereaux for more pillow talk, guys. Letta, can you take us out?
Yeah.
Y'all know the drill. Share the love, share the life, share the love, share the life, share the love, share the life. Share. If you're not following,
Uh-oh.
please hit that follow button. If y'all catching this on the replays, please hashtag replay. And y'all know, spam the mother reactions.
Spammer, spammer.
Yes. As Blanche said, make sure y'all follow these pages.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I'm tired. I gotta be up at 6 a.m. I got one eye open and one closed. Well, we appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Don't miss these weekly talks with Miss Blanche Devereaux. I can't
Thank
do the
you,
voice.
Yes.
guys.
We appreciate y'all. We know it's late, but you know what? Guess what? I'm out. Peace out.
We out. Love you guys.
Love
All
you. Thanks again for
right.
having me. Bye.
Yes,
Anytime,
ma'am.
Lex, please.